it, and this session will be led by Ashwin Mazuri.
All right, Your Excellency, did you play a role in Rigathi Gachagua's ouster?
No.
Then are you proud of the process, the impeachment process that many said were flawed, that led to your ascension to power as the Deputy President?
The process you are referring to, I think, involved three arms of government: the executive, the judiciary, and the legislature. To that extent, to the extent that constitutional institutions were involved and are still involved, I see no problem with that process, and if there is a problem, there is a way of remedying that problem.
What about the right to fair hearing that he did not
get? That is the matter before court, unless you want me to discuss the merits of the matter before court.
So then what's your relationship between you and the ousted, impeached Deputy President?
As it was before.
Are you friends or not?
We are good people, we're good friends. I have no reason to complain in the past, present, and even in the future.
Was there a handover?
Yes.
An official handover?
Was there an official handover?
There wasn't an official handover because the former Deputy President is in court. You wouldn't expect him to hand over if he's in court.
Your Excellency, which IEBC cleared you? Did you take your papers there? How were you cleared by the IEBC?
There's no requirement to clear a Deputy President who ascends to office by virtue of Article 145 read together with 150.
But the
what requires the clearance of IBC is the President and the Deputy President in an election.
The President's memo to Parliament, Your Excellency, indicated that the nomination was cleared by IEBC.
There was no election. I assumed office through a process different from a process following an election.
Is it an indictment of the judiciary, Your Excellency? Because the former Deputy President, through a court process, is actually outside. We have the governor of Meru, who is in office, even through a similar process. What kind of jurisprudence is that creates two forms of justice in your own understanding? And this is from a point of view as a law professor.
First, the two cases you have cited were beneficiaries of court injunctions. The only difference is in one, after the inter partes hearing of the matter around whether or not the injunction should be preserved. In one case, the court found that the injunction needed to be lifted. In the second case, which also there has been an injunction, the court found yesterday that there is no need to lift the injunction. That's the only difference. And it happens in courts all the time, not just in Kenya, all over the world. In fact, the finding of one court is in many cases overturned by the next court the following day. So there is no inconsistency whatsoever. That is judicial practice. A judge, even one bench of 3 judges, one judge will say this, 2 other judges will say different things, of the same subject matter, same articles, same evidence, same parties. That's how, that's the independence of the judiciary is not just institutional. It is individual, it's decisional. Every judge carries decisional independence.
Your predecessor, Your Excellency, says the reason you ascended to this